Gemini, this is your weekly tarot with Sky Sparrow. So right away, have a couple of oracle cards that came through, which is Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. And I wanted more on that, like what more was Spirit, trying to tell you. And then I used my Work Your Light oracle card deck. And to clarify, let Spirit be your guide, it came out, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Right? So as well, tuning into the collective, we're going to jump right into the general reading here. But as I was tuning in, I heard the word medicine, and the idea was, what is your medicine? There's that quote, nature's your medicine, but it may not be that for you. Maybe your medicine is listening to music. Maybe it's hanging out with a certain friend. But that was the other indicator. I know from last week's reading, a lot of you were really hurting and really in a tired space. So hope you're all doing well and keeping well out there. I'm going to jump into this general reading, as I said. And if you are coming back, returning to the channel, welcome back. And if this is your first time, welcome to Sky Sparrow. If you do enjoy the reading, be sure to subscribe. We would love to have you with us. All right, so Spirit, for my collective of Gemini, which is you watching, what do we have? There's 3 cards at just 4. That's a lot all at once. Yeah, definitely in a healing space, as I was just speaking of, the 4 of Swords. So after a time of, difficulty, challenge, pain, grief, whatever it was for you, there was something that was caused, pain. And you've been in or are currently still in this healing space. We have the Emperor, 2 Cups, and Hermit. Okay, so I like to, take the full spread here with 2 on the bottom of the deck. We have I guess really right now what I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck, the World card is the very last card of the Major Arcana. So I feel like many of you are really completing a cycle right now with this World card. I always see this as kind of she's walking through a portal, but underneath it, we do have the 8 of Swords, which is showing me that you're not sure where you may be going, what you may be walking into, it's also a card of self-limiting beliefs. So you're in a time of healing, and we see this Emperor card, and I will be clarifying these. The Emperor, 2 of Cups. So I do feel like there is a strong supportive energy that is around you, whether it is currently with you in a soulmate connection, whether it's romantic or not. But there is a support. I'm going to clarify too, to see, that for some of you, no, you know what? I really do feel like it's external to you. It's like, I wonder if some of you are the Emperor, but I do feel actually that you're more in, from what I'm seeing, this more of a vulnerable state, if you will, of healing. And this Emperor there, Spirit is making sure that you are supported, again, whether it's with us here in the physical or on the other side. And the Hermit, just showing that you're really in a time of introspection and really trying to find out what's true for you. So let's clarify, Spirit, the Emperor and 2 of Cups. What more can you tell us about this support system that is surrounding Gemini? I'm obviously moving on to some new things, or into a new chapter right now. I feel like you're kind of, sometimes I use the phrase in between worlds. There's a card that is just sticking to the bottom of my hand right now. That's so funny how that happens sometimes. All right, we have a few cards. Wow, Emperor clarified by the Emperor. You don't say. Along with the Justice. Now look at these red robes that are coming out, which is telling me they're like, it's a very grounded energy, this support system. It's very rooted. So this person is financially established within their own power. They could be in a position of power. And this 7 of Swords is like something that occurred may have caught you or them even off guard. And they're like, there's this running to defend a situation. The Justice card, things are moving and going in your favor. They're working out in your favor. He's holding the sword of truth, the scales of balance, to bring back balance into a situation that was perhaps chaotic. And underneath, actually, just taking this here, the Page of Wands. So where you least expect it, again, there's kind of that, taken by surprise sort of energy, is like, there will be new life. So if those of you feeling like discouraged, like there's no hope, the Page of Wands says, where you least expect it, you're going to see a new life growing. There is going to be new possibilities, new potentials. This could also be someone that you're meeting in an involvement with a creative project or taking on something new. Very interesting. But Spirit, tell us more about this new chapter that Gemini is going into. What about this World card, and where are they headed, Spirit? Okay, well, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So first of all, I just heard things are speeding up. So I feel like things may have been at a standstill. You might be feeling right now like they're at a standstill, but Spirit is showing me there's so many pages already. We've got almost all the pages out. Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords here coming out. And yeah, I feel like, again, there's many of you feeling in this scarcity or lack, or feeling alone or abandoned. There's the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, maybe even financially finding it a struggle right now. But what I'm seeing here is that there is a communication coming forward where there is an offer for some of you being made. This can actually very much be in the material world, like a business offer, an offer for earning money, some kind of new endeavor perhaps, or it's getting curious about a particular new direction, that you're looking into. Yeah, I'm feeling like too, to say that Spirit's saying that even if you have been feeling like it's at a standstill, it may actually time to get moving. With this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, he is like, I'm just getting this completely stalled out energy. And yeah, I just want to actually clarify that. Let's see what Spirit has to say about, because there's a very important message about an opportunity or something that's coming towards you, a potential as you move forward. So it's definitely some kind of a collaboration. There's the Three of Pentacles, the bottom of the deck, and on top of it, the Two of Swords. So it's showing that there is, some indecision or up in your head about it. This is, if you've not yet, you're not yet in the situation, it may show up for you where, you're not sure. Is this the right direction for me? Is it not? I'm definitely getting a positive feeling. I'm feeling like this is Spirit's way of like trying to gently nudge you into a new direction. What more, Spirit, do you want to say about this new direction? I'm going to use this back to this deck here. Oh, okay. Well, some of you may need to gain a fresh perspective. Okay, and with the Temperance card. Yeah, so it's having patience with the process and being able to alchemize. Basically, remember I said between worlds is like what you've come from, where you're going. The Hanged Man is purposefully in the original tarot hung himself upside down on the tree of knowledge and wisdom to actually gain more knowledge and wisdom. So the Hanged Man here, they're purposefully taking a pause in order to have that new fresh perspective, because with the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom, it's like there's something that again, I'm feeling that same feeling with that Knight of Pentacles. It's been slow going. It's been like you've been working on this for some time and reflecting back on, where you've been. And I just got the Four of Cups card that came into my head, where it's like a little bit of, why bother? A little bit of apathy. Do I move into that? What, why should I, sort of thing? It's you've been taking stock, but Spirit is absolutely saying right behind you, if you gain this perspective and kind of trust, open up your heart once again, you will find yourself actually in another opportunity that's actually in alignment for you, that's right for you. Spirit, what else would you like to say about this, the Temperance over the Seven of Pentacles? What more do my Geminis resonating with this need to know about their direction moving forward? What do you want to tell them? Okay, so, right. So definitely could be a choice point. There is a strong, I'm looking at the Lover's card with the Tower here. There is a strong indication of also getting right within self. I heard right within yourself, right? Really getting into grounded alignment. Again, what I'd said earlier, what's true for you. So it could be that you will be coming upon, or it's already happened. This Tower moment is something where spirit, universal energy stepping in to actually realign your path. It can be uncomfortable and abrupt occurrence that's forcing you to basically relinquish something and go down another path, usually what that Tower looks like. But Spirit's saying that you are, I heard you're being protected for whatever, that came through. It's definitely purposeful, okay? And it's going to be down the road, though you cannot see it now, it's going to be a cause for celebration. You do have a lot of support around you. Again, there's that soulmate energy that's showing up with that Lovers, whether it's again, romantic or otherwise. But you have a huge amount of spiritual, divine, and friend love support all around you. It's like I was like hearing, don't freak out. Like, it's all coming together. It's all happening for a purpose. I don't know who is resonating with that. Would love to know if you want to pop in the comments below. What do my Geminis need to know moving forward now then? What is your best guidance for Gemini at this time? All right, so we have the King of Pentacles. Wow, and it's coming over the Tower once again. Interesting. So Spirit is reiterating this Tower moment that could be, coming up ahead here if you've not just gone through it recently. But reiterating that it's going to set you up for stability, believe it or not. So in that original Tower card, you see the bottom of the Tower has a faulty foundation. It really couldn't have gone the long haul. Eventually this Tower would have fallen over, but it's in better timing now for certain things in your life to collapse. It's a better time to do it right now because it's going to be better for your material stability in the future, whether it's, where you live, your job, the amount of money you earn. It's all, that's all being factored in. Spirit has their eye on you, okay? And I know when we started the reading, it said, let Spirit be your guide and trusting your path. So I feel like it's kind of scary for some of you to be trusting right now, and I can completely empathize with that. But this is the message Spirit's having for you right now. I do feel like it's like testing your faith a bit, for sure. But yeah, if you resonated, give this a video a like. I'll know that I'm reaching my people, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be moving on now to the love reading. I do hope you got something valuable out of this, Gemini. It's always my intention in my readings to uplift, to guide, to encourage, to be used for the collective. So I hope you enjoyed it. And moving on to our love reading, for those that are seeking some guidance, looking for clarity in a relationship, whether it is romantic or not, we're going to dive right into that now. And just before I do, I always like to take one cleansing breath. This is for me to reset my energy because I am moving between readings, okay? And if anyone would like a personal reading, I am available for that. My web link is below. All right, so let me just take one breath here. Thank you, Spirit. So Gemini in love, my collective of Geminis looking for guidance. What's surrounding this love situation? What do you need to show us today to assist them? There's a closing out of a long, painful cycle with this Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is like you've been hurt many times, and it's all coming to an end. If it hasn't already, it's very much at this end point. We have the Emperor there again. I can't believe this with the Two of Cups. Like, that's wild. Like, I shuffled and they all flew out, and it's the same 2 cards that are next to it. And I say it in almost every video, the general does bleed into the love reading most of the time. So let's just see. I'd like to actually clarify, Spirit. What do my Geminis need to know about this 10 of Swords? It's, absolutely dead done over something of around a soulmate partnership. Now, whether that's a cycle or the relationship itself can, a cycle within the relationship, that can differ for everybody. But there is a renewal here. There's a rebirth. The Judgment card is a final decision that's being made in this relationship, okay? And it's being called up out of, again, that long and painful cycle kind of idea. They've been in these dark coffins for a long time, and they are being called up into new ways of being. I feel like a lot has changed in your world, and a lot, therefore, is changing this connection. Now, this is going to be a revival for some, or a complete transformation, rebirth of the connection. But we have the Ace of Wands and the Chariot, so this is actually happening a lot faster than you think. This kind of I get this kind of rejuvenated energy around it. The Ace of Wands is all about a passionate new beginning, and with the Chariot, it's definitely intuitively led, divinely led. And it is fated. It's a fated moment here for you in the, I wanted to say, resolve of this relationship. So it is definitely going from, a painful moment into something that's reviving you. Anything you'd like to say, Spirit, about the Emperor, 2 of Cups that showed up again? There's this, okay, well, that's a lot. I'm looking at the top cards here, okay? But the ones showing through, the beginning of Major Arcana, the Fool. Again, brand new beginning, brand new chapter. Right on top, the Empress literally landed on the Emperor. Like, I feel like whatever you've been through in this connection has grown the 2 of you so much that it's assisted you in evolving into being very strong in oneself. And no matter what happens forward in this connection, I really feel in what Spirit's saying here with the 2 of Cups upright is that this soul connection will always be that. You'll never lose this connection no matter what it looks like in the physical realm. You will always have this soul bond. But again, the main card that did fly out here for us was the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands, just like the 10 of Swords, is that long end of a long cycle. This is showing me that you really have come a long way. So really pat yourself on the back for that. But this card is also an indicator of it's time to drop the burdens. Like I just heard the phrase of beating a dead horse. So like to continue carrying the burdens would just be hurting yourself at this point. And there's no more juice left to squeeze. Does that make sense? Yeah. And you know what is positive about this card is that he's headed right towards his house. He's so close to his home there. And he's almost there, okay? So if you're at this ending of something long and painful, Spirit wants you to know that you are almost there. I'm leaving that Empress out there because it was just like beautiful. And yeah, I'm gonna leave these here. So thank you, Spirit. What more does this, connection need to know? My Geminis need to be aware of right now. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We had that earlier as well in the general. So you may feel as well something binding you to this connection in an unhealthy way, like you cannot cut the tie. I don't know why. I mean, if this card has it on there, like a puppet on a string, like for some of you, not all, could be feeling a little bit manipulated emotionally in this connection. The Devil card is a toxic energy. It is an energy where others can suck energy from us. Also like addictions and just feeling bound and tethered, kept small when that's actually a lie. You're actually not bound at all. And it's more so in the, it's got like something has a hold on you. Okay. Attachment. a card of attachment. And that's showing me that when I'm looking at these three cards together with the Ace of Wands and Seven of Pentacles, Spirit's saying there is a passionate new start. But for those who are going to be dwelling and really focusing on past energies, okay, I know this is a different picture here, but the original tarot, the Seven of Pentacles, he's kind of assessing what he's been through, where he has put his energy in the past. But his focus is all there when there's one brand new pentacle right behind him, a brand new opportunity that he's not looking at. And he's just over and over and mulling over everything that was unfulfilling and didn't work out and didn't come to fruition. If you stay stuck, that can actually be your double energy. That can be the attachment that, is preventing you from grabbing a hold of this beautiful new opportunity. Now, I do believe that opportunity is yours no matter what. It's just a matter of how soon. And that's why we had that 10 of Wands card come out, I believe, is Spirit is saying, please drop the burdens, please, because we really want to see the best for you. We want to see you move into something fresh and new and be revived, right? But sometimes we can hold ourselves back and be our own worst enemy. I mean, I say that because I've been there. So what more, Spirit, do you want to say on clarifying this Seven of Pentacles with the Devil? Yeah, I really feel like that devil landed for me when I was like, I sensed it was like we're holding ourselves back at times. Definitely could be alive within the connection too. But so yeah, so we had this earlier as well. Yeah, we're coming out of, or still coming out of within this loss, sorrow, grief of the past. Okay, these three cups have spilled over. And it's interesting because it's right next to the Three of Pentacles, where you may have been collaborating with others and valuing each other. I just feel like that whatever you were building towards didn't come to the fruition. That's why we're seeing those Three of Cups. But again, Spirit's bringing a very strong focus here that there are opportunities right behind you. That's just the same as that Seven of Pentacles card. There's opportunities right behind you that is going to lead. Spirit already has it set up, okay? The energies all around you that's going to lead you to your emotional fulfillment within yourself, which is super important prior to moving into or back into any kind of love connection, is being able to take the lessons from what we've learned, accept the losses, and surrender to the new to unfold, right? Becoming stronger within ourselves so that Spirit can usher you into a new beginning. So what is coming towards Gemini, Spirit? What is coming towards them? What can they expect in love? Whether it's this connection or another, what can my Geminis expect in love? Thank you. Okay, wow. All right. The Temperance and the Chariot, Queen of Wands on the bottom. Okay, so the Temperance did fly out in reverse. I am taking it that way with the Queen of Wands. The Chariot here upright. So I know we had the Chariot right here. So this is a double card coming out here in this love reading, which is saying that the moment you let go of the reins and drop down into your heart, your knowing, and trust, that's when things really start to move for you. That's when new opportunities flow in, and that's when you feel that revival within yourself. Okay, the Queen of Wands here as well at the base, indicating standing in your power. It goes back to that acceptance of what has been, because she's very much in touch with her shadow side. She still has that black cat here in this card, like at the original tarot. So definitely, like, she is passionate though, very focused, and she knows that she can create whatever she's focused on. People admire her as well. There's like this really beautiful confidence about the Queen of Wands. The Spirit is encouraging you in that energy, because as of right now, you may feel like very imbalanced within self. And so there's a need to become more grounded. I know at the beginning of the reading was talking about whatever is your medicine, right? About nurturing yourself to do that. And the Temperance card is like you may be having a difficult time in alchemizing these energies and alchemizing the feelings even that you're going through right now. But so what's coming towards you? Well, Spirit is saying there is something beautiful coming towards you, but it's a matter of really being able to trust. And I just heard like trusting oneself as well. Trusting oneself. Yeah, that's a beautiful message to no matter where you're at, Gemini. For no matter where you're at. Let's see what came out here. Grace and, well, honesty was kind of stuck to it there. So grace. Grace supports our smooth adaptation to and anticipation of life's currents and changes as we evolve toward a higher version of ourselves on this earthly plane, bringing the divine with the human essence. And that brings me back to that Judgment card, evolving into a higher version of ourselves and being called up into. It's like having grace, when we're taking stock, as I know you've been reflecting back a lot. I can see that here, having grace for yourself. And that, your soul chose to go through this, like for some reason. And that's our job in the human experience, right? Is to find out, well, what was the lesson for me? What did I need to know? And then we have honesty, which supports our choice to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact. So honesty, being honest with yourself, be honest with yourself about the connection. Was it serving you? Was it really serving you? And is it growing you? Right? Because I feel like there's a lot of personal, emotional growth, as we can see with the Empress and Emperor, to really take stock of that. Like, yeah, I think that there's, you've moved through so much. So be proud of yourself for that, Gemini. That is your love reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. It does help get these encouragements out to more people. It does help my channel. It's a lovely reciprocity of a thank you between us. And I am available for personal readings. You can find my web link below. With that, subscribe. Heck, come on back. I do these weekly, and we'll see you on next week's video.